Alright, welcome back to a little bit of Dungeons of Hinterberg. This is a gorgeous, chill Zelda-like game. You know, it is chill, but it's definitely difficult as well. There's some bloody bosses that are kicking my ass, especially if you go into a dungeon a little bit earlier. It's basically Austrian Zelda. It's a love letter to clearly their home country of Austria, while also being a cool Zelda-like dungeon. Every one you go into is a completely different art style and idea, puzzles and combat, and kind of a social element like Persona. I like it a lot. It's really cool, great balance. It's on the Game Pass. We're in this new area. It's kind of snowy, and it's like a little picture come through, and one's like an autumn area. Pretty special. Dungeons of Hinterberg. It might be a name that's hard to remember, but trust me, you will absolutely fucking fall in love with this game the same way I have. It's awesome. The whole thing looks like a comic book. Even as you move away from people, you get these little silhouettes that are like half complete, and it's intentional. It is intentional. It's the way it's done. Look at this. You get hoverboard stuff. I'm hoping we get to do that today. It'll be very cool. This is cheating. So you got like armor, you got charms, you got swords, shields, magic. You got a cool skill tree where it's called attack conduits, and you have to like move it around like Tetris to fit in, and then when you do, it's so satisfying. It's really cool. Gorgeous game. Great soundtrack. Chill. If you want like a Zelda stuff to hold you over until the good old what's it, Echoes of Wisdom. I hope that does well. I don't think it's going to do that well, and not just because you play as Zelda, because you play as Link a little bit, but I think there's people like wanting Wind Waker and Twilight Princess, same as me, but also I think that the world's gone a bit mad. But it's made by the Link's Awakening engine, which is pretty cool. Nice. Yeah, we're flying through games. Flying. We did a cheeky Force Awaken. No, I would say Force Awaken. Force Unleashed playthrough, and we did a very quick, frustrating playthrough of Modern Warfare 3's campaigns. Nice. I'm kind of just playing it fast and loose this summer. Whatever comes in my way, you know, like I'll do that Creatures of Ava as well, which is a cozy Pokemon game. Honestly, like Nintendo has been doing like their greatest hits before the Switch 2 comes out. Lots of new games, but very indicative of their past series. Like you've got Super RPG, what's it called? Super Mario RPG remake, Paper Mario 1000 Year Door remake, Luigi's Mansion 2. You know what I mean? Like they're, you know, and people might feel like pissed off about that, and I get it, I understand, but it's really special, and we're still getting lots of new stuff, like Princess Peach finally getting her own game, a new Mario and Luigi game after like fucking 15 years or something, Brothership it's called. It's kind of cool. The art styles kind of takes a little to get used to. It's like this one does such a great job with the cell shading, and I saw how they made this. It's actually 4 layers of a game on top of each other, which is really, really cool. Like that's normal, you know, in a game to have lots of layers where you're going to have like wire work, and then you might have like maybe some of the concept art or just the basic kind of sketching, and then it's all done with computerized graphics afterwards, right? But the ending results can either look really, really impressive and gorgeous like this game, or it can look a little bit too cartoony like Brothership. We'll see. I'm excited for it, for sure. Yeah, things are looking up. Keep an eye on these guys. They're called Microbird. This seems to be one of their first games. My goodness, talk about hitting it out of the park. So you've got your little HP and MP and stamina in the corner, and in the bottom corner we have some potions. We've got some moves here. I'm blocking it, but you can use them in combat. Each of them have a puzzle use, a combat use, and an exploration use. It's really cool. They're definitely taking a page out of the better, more cooler ideas of Zelda, you know. Not so much Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild, which I love in their own right, but to me classic Zelda is the earlier ones, Twilight Princess and Wind Waker, and obviously the 2D stuff. I really wish one day we'll see some true love for Link Between Worlds, which is a great sequel to Link to the Past, while also doing its own thing. It's fantastic. I think most of Nintendo has taken huge ideas from Link Between Worlds and never given it its due, you know, its flowers, as the youngins say these days. There's a bit where you basically turn 2D, right? You kind of look like a Aztec painting version of Link, and you can squeeze between the cracks in the walls. Now, where have you seen that happen before? Fucking Mario Odyssey and a whole bunch of other games. But as I said, they don't seem to want to give them their dues. Alright, so each new area you get to come up to this cool fucking thing spilling out of the sky, and it's going to give you some new skills, some new powers to use. Dracula's finisher in DVDs slices a victim's throat, pulls out a glass, drinks their blood. That's crazy. You can fly around as a bat and use fire. You can turn into a wolf as well. Wow, they've done such a good job. He plays Dracula. And who's the survivor? Or is it a la carte? Hey, we got the hoverboard. Oh, I'm so happy. Release the skill button to stop writing. Complete races. Oh man, that's so cool. And we get a laser. Jesus. Above the trees and clouds. A furry pal. Oh yeah. Back to Hinterwald and find your furry pal there. Okay, cool. Yeah, we did bump into a little dog. He's a little Alsatian. Okay, let's see how this works. Let's see. Up the top. So it's RB for the laser. Holy shit, that's good. Yay! Nice. And then let's try the hoverboard. You guys ready? Let's go! Oh, you have to hold it down? Okay, cool. Oh, that's so cool. We can go between the flags just like skiing. Alright, cool. Jesus. Can you like slow down or go faster? Did I do that? Did I just do that? Is that good enough? I don't know. I might have missed one or two. I didn't know where to start. I just went for it. Cool. Yeah, it feels really good to control. Holding down the button to use it is a little bit rough. It's okay. I think I did it all. Nice. Did we get anything for doing it though? Can we use the laser? We can use the laser while we're on the hoverboard? Oh my god. This game slaps. It really does. And it's on fucking Game Pass. Like, there's just no excuse. Here we go. Whoa! Hell yes. Oh, maybe I can like hit that with the laser while I'm on it. Nice. Let's go fucking shred some shit. What's this up here? Wow. Oh, that was... Oh, I was supposed to hit that while I was on it, wasn't I? How do we get back up? Mama. Ooh. Never get off the hoverboard. Never. I just wish I could slow it down a bit, is there? Maybe there's a button for that? So cool. Tonight we ride. Yeah, that's awesome. That is fucking awesome, buddy. That does that and that powers that. Okay. I feel like they do more justice to the... Yeah, the trailer kind of gave it away, huh? They do more justice to all of the special guest characters for DVD, and then when they create their own survivor, it's like, ah, fuck it, throw it together and see what happens. Yeah, maybe is there a way to slow down? Well, how would you even use it? Like L1? How would you slow down? Do you jump? No, so you can't really jump in the game anyway, it's just auto jump. It doesn't really hold it back, it works. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be a way to stop it, just by getting off it, I guess. It's alright. That's fine. I just like the tight movement stuff. I suppose you could spin around in circle if you were very good. Open sesame. So yeah, the idea is we basically have come to this town of Hinterberg, and they hire, well, not hire people, they kind of do a special event, like a slaycation instead of a staycation. But I think there's something secretly bad going on, where they make it sound like it's a festival where people come to kill monsters and call themselves monster slayers. But I think there's actually something else going on, where something's released the monsters. Obviously there's big earthquakes happen, the mayor's a bit shady. It's kind of cool. There is a sort of a time element, but it's not like as difficult as you know, a Dead Rising or Majora's Mask or something. Basically what happens is the game is split into morning, evening, and night. And during the morning, you tend to, that's when you do your dungeons and you tend to have a chat with your friends. Then when you come back, it's evening, and you get the chance to hang out with somebody. You know, you can give them gifts. It's a whole social thing. You can get different relationship rewards, like they might teach you how to do better moves. They might unlock treasure chests for you. They might give you just straight up money. Lots of things like that. More attacks, all that sort of stuff. So it really pays off. But you can only do one per evening. But I don't think there's any limit to the days, how many days you spend. There seems to be about 20 dungeons or so. And they're fairly laid out pretty like cleverly, where they want you to dip your toes in each area. Like, this is our first time coming to the snowy area of Holmstein. And yeah, we're just gonna. This is only part of the exploration, by the way. Each area is a wide open area. There's 4 of them, but they're pretty big. Like, you can see what we're doing here. This isn't part of a dungeon. We're not in a dungeon yet. You have to find a dungeon. Let's see how to get out of here. What's the point of coming in there? Wait, maybe if I close it while I'm in there. Ah, smart boy. Ah, there we go. Now we laser the shit out of it. Alright. Yes! Unfortunately, can we kick this down for later? Climb down. Yeah, the trailer kind of spoiled that. How dare you? Now we can get across here. Shabam! Cool. So yeah, it's cool. And then at nighttime, you can choose to just go to sleep if you want, you know. But you can also choose to stay up and read a book or watch some TV or do some things like that. And what that does is it means you'll be tired the next day and you'll lose some health. You see right up the top there, my health won't go any higher than that because she's tired. But you'll gain some points. So you have to kind of do a little bit of management there. Instead of a normal stat screen with health and all that kind of stuff, she has renown, amusement, familiarity, and relaxation. So far, I've only actually found a use for renown. Renown, you get, it's like your basically your fame. You know how much you're well known. It seems to help with certain missions and bumping into people. See, look, we're day 9, but we've 7 dungeons complete. And amusement, that one helps for certain people. They're kind of jokesters. You know, it's different personalities. Familiarity seems to be the kinder people. And then relaxation, I've only ever seen like relaxation for the dog, but I don't know. Let's see. So yeah, there's lots of things you can do. We have a nice map as well. See, the areas are pretty big. That's just 1 out of 4. Inventory, lots and lots going on. It's actually very, very deep. To me, it reminds me a lot of the feeling I got when I played Link to the Past. We went that way already, did we? There was only a chest. Did we do all that for a chest? Looks like we can get up there, but I don't know how. Maybe we can bump into that. Maybe we can set a bomb off. Oh, here we go. I think you're meant to follow these laser lines, right? Yep. Maybe. Looks like that, doesn't it? No. Interesting. Oh, I'm blind as a bat, as usual. Oh well. And it's on a timer, I wonder. Go! So yeah, really fun. Really easy to play. Like the combat itself, you get closed off into a battlefield, and it's very much about dodging. And there's little bosses and stuff, and I think even the enemies are based on like Austrian folklore, like demon goats and look at this. Let's go. Krampus and that. Nice. We're getting some new armor and weapons. I think we're pretty good to go on those. I spent nearly all my money but got a very strong late game weapon. It helps a good bit, but if you go into a dungeon too early, it will kick your ass. Here we go. This one's actually better. Spell guard, so it's a little bit better magical defense. Good. We have some knee pads. Anything better there? They have goo on them. Okay. So some of the weapons you can pick up, they'll have this monster goo on them, and certain characters, it's just another reason to befriend people. They'll clean the goo off. Goo! I love this hoverboard. Every game should have it. God, when they introduced that in Concrete Genie, it was over. I was in love. People didn't give that series enough love, and then Sony shut down the studio. They're gone now. Pixel Opus. I have lost so many devs that I love. It sucks. It's happening right in front of our eyes and we don't seem to care, and then it's also happening without us knowing as well. It sucks. There's one way I like, you know, people talking about Twitter and Reddit and all that, and the most common gamer doesn't listen to any of that shit. They don't know anything about that. I can understand that. Is this where that was? Okay, we're trying to find the dungeon. Glacier Stadium. I get that. People just want to play games. They don't listen to every fucking thing, you know. The little vocal minority that are on Twitter. But in doing so, you kind of miss out on things too. This might be the only way out of here, isn't it? Yeah, we don't want to go in there again. That's just where we got our powers. Whoosh. Oh my god, that killed her. Wow. Remember, there is no jumping, only auto jump. So she jumped off there to her death. Fair enough, I had control of her, but not to where she was going to die. That poor little pigeon. Right. There's a lot of things I don't know yet. Like, there's a way of upgrading each weapon, adding different little conduits to it, and then there seems to be different other little things that I haven't a clue about either. With the magic. That's magic! What's this person? Oh, she's in. It's kind of cute. Will you fucking talk? Grinding on these magic rails is my favorite thing to do. That's my favorite thing. So when they're purple lighting up like that, I can use them. Oh, nice. So we can go on races, they said. Here's the music. Let's go. We got a helicopter going over. Nice. Oh, what a game. What a game. This, to me, this is indie magic. Like, you won't get this. You will not get this on AAA. This kind of stuff you'd have to buy a fucking SSX Tricky in a Tony Hawk's game and then get a battle pass. Fuck off, you know? Maybe we'll get a booster later on. I don't think I can make that jump right now. Let me see. Remember, I don't have a jump. I made it. I made it! Cool. Nice. What kind of games are you guys thinking of picking up yourselves? Or is there any? Like, from now to the end of the year? Any Black Ops people? Whee! We probably won't get a Battlefield till next year. Titanfall is still kind of dead in the water. No, anyway. Let's see. What I see more and more every day, and people don't recognize it, is these kind of indie style shooters come along and taking doing things better, you know. We wouldn't even have a nice ball off the bridge here. Look at these guys. Boom, 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 boom. Nice! Alright, so I might be able to use, look at this, use the hoverboard in combat and just fly around and hit them. I ran out MP there, that's fine. Now we can do some of our hidden spells with this windmill attack, which is very good. Come here, you little shit. He's running for his life anyway. And you can do like perfect dodges and blocks and that. It's really good. It's perfectly serviceable, you know? It's not gonna light you up like an Elden Ring or something. But who said it had to? Alright, this guy's got some kind of shield. Cool, he's like doing magic lightning bolts and stuff. I used up my shield attack by accident. I have one attack that will drain a person's shield. I could always just wail on him, I suppose. Nice. Have stamina. There we go. Bam! Nice. We got level 2. Each of the areas and dungeons have a level rating, which is a very clever way of gating the combat, you know. It never feels too hard. Now you can attempt the other dungeons whenever you want. Some of them are locked away or secret ones, you know. But you can attempt the earlier, harder ones. Early. I tried. I was getting two-shotted, so that can tough. It can be tough when it wants to be. Luckily, it's really, really forgiving. It just pops you out before the battle starts if you want to, you know, spruce yourself up a little bit. It's really special. It's one of those that I don't want to put down. I don't want to finish. Nice. These are little meditation spots that you can get your health back this way if you want. There's potions and stuff, but it will pass time. It's so beautiful, isn't it? This area is gorgeous. It might not do the art style as justice because there's so much skybox, but damn. I think the autumn one is probably the best. It's literally like a painting that comes to life. These little splodges will give you back some health too. Nice. Nice, nice. But yeah, like, you know, as much as I get fucking pissed off at Ubisoft, I will buy AC Shadows, Assassin's Creed Shadows, and Star Wars Outlaws. I know, it's fucking bad of me. I am part of the problem. I'm very aware of that. But they have that kind of stupid comfort food thing going on, right? If you want them to change, you have to tell them what you're well up by not buying, but it's like kind of okay where things are, and I've been wanting a feudal Japan since Assassin's Creed 2, so it's a long time coming. Alright, we did hear that the chairlift was kind of broken, so I gotta be careful. Yeah, well, you want to see my stamp? To make sure it's okay. There's also a helicopter. There's floating islands around. The helicopter will take us there, but we can't do it yet. It's for late game. Oh no, the dungeons up ahead are pretty tricky. So we're asking Slayers to finish up an easy dungeon first to make sure they learn the ropes. What? We did the level 3. It's right down the slope there. Can't miss it. Okay. Alright. Yeah. Ubisoft are definitely on the lower end of the scale. Same with EA and all that. I see there's another free-to-play football game coming out. Called, like, is it UFL or something like that? United, maybe United Football League. I don't know. I don't even know who makes it. I don't think it's even that. The 2K one, it's such a disaster. Like, what happened was with the FIFA thing falling apart, there became a little vacuum, but it wasn't a real vacuum, a power vacuum. They thought, you know, that these games could swoop in and take over where EA fucked up. But they were quick, you know. They've already put out the EA football, whatever it's called, KFC. Oh no, that's the other one. So 2K are meant to be making their one, and that one's supposed to be endorsed by official FIFA. It's going to be called 2KFC, and I just call it KFC, which is hilarious. But the EA one seems to be doing well. Like, I think EA knew very well that you just need to be the first person. It doesn't matter who does it. You just need to be the first person to get the football game out. They all fucking control the same anyway, just different button presses. That was the thing with, well, it looks like we're coming back that way. With PES, right? Just like weird Japanese interpretation of football. And there's some more of these witches. And you're picking up stuff off the ground, you can sell it and make stuff out of it. Sometimes, some of it will also. Whoa, it's got lasers too. Upgrade your stuff. No, bitch! Alright, let's get rid of that shield. Normally, she doesn't do any damage, but it completely gets rid of the shield, so it's worth it. Normally, I'd save that space for something else, but it's okay. Hell no. Take your storm. Let's see how much damage this does. It does a little chip damage, but more importantly, kind of stun locks them. Oh, it didn't. Didn't stun lock her. She actually hit me there, but it's too late. I already killed her. I like the little bouncing comic book style damage numbers you do. I'm excited for Dragon Age. I'm excited for Kingdom Come Deliverance. I'm excited for everything. Now you give me these? Alright. Nice. So yeah, I almost have as much fun in the exploration parts of each area as I do with the dungeons. And that is saying a lot. Look at this. I mean, we've got the snowboarder. I don't think you could use that in any of the other areas. I don't know. Maybe when there's one other big area. Maybe when you finished each area, it'll let you choose whatever magic you want. What do you think? Physical defense shot. These are charms, as I was saying before, that you have to kind of slot in like Tetris or something. See, so you have this thing here going on here, and each of your charms will have a number beside them, and it's not how many you have, it's how many spaces it takes up. So right now I think your basic start is what, 9 slots? I think so. Yeah, so you got 9 slots there, right? And you're gonna have to do a quick bit of maths and you can fit them all in. It's pretty cool. Right now we have a shockwave on the sleigh, which I don't really like. It's one perfect dodge cooldown, which is pretty good, but the perfect dodge window is pretty short. Yeah, this one's early battle physical damage up 15%. Yeah. Okay, we could definitely do that. And you just put it over here, replace it with that one. Yes. Alright, that should be a bit better. Some of these might be technically better, you see. Physical damage. We have a physical damage boost that costs 3 right now. But we might have one that only costs 1. Now they're all in. Some of these are 5. Jeez. 10% physical defense. Not bad. So it's 1 MP slot after using an attack conduit. That's good. Increased damage dealt by attack conduits. Okay, attack conduits are little special moves, like there you go, the blizzard. And this one's called Ravenous Hunger. It destroys all enemy shields. Pretty good. So far I only see 2 of those. I don't think anything else. The only other one we have is Destructive Leap. You can buy some from the store. The currency in the game is called Hinterbucks, or HBs. They're pretty funny. You need a good few of them, that's for sure. Alright, let's go into our first dungeon of Kornstein. This one's called Glacial Galaxy. I've almost only been doing like 1, but 2 dungeons per stream of this, and I'm not gonna lie, it's like the perfect kind of chill stream. I think did they announce the Fortnite next season? Was it October 16th or something? I wouldn't mind jumping back on before that and see, can I get a few levels, because I have an actual battle pass. I think I'm like 50 something, level 50 something. I don't think there's much of a chance of me doing anything. But it's such a waste. I wouldn't mind the Fallout armor, honestly. It's still a thing though. I enjoyed that season, but they fucked it as soon as the Metallica stuff started happening. It's crap. I'm never going back to it. Look at this, man. This whole area is one big snowflake design. That is cool as shit. And you got them floating around. Nice. It's like a winter wonderland. Kind of crazy dream. Jesus Christ, these guys know how to do art. So pretty. All right. Didn't call it Glacial Galaxy for nothing. I think this one is a nod to Mario Galaxy. If you can see over there, see that over there, little planet? We're going to be going there. There's hoverboard, spirally grind rails. So this is all a nod to Mario Galaxy. Check this out. Like I said, each dungeon is vastly different than the last. Look at this. Ah, this is so cool. Holy hell. Mario Galaxy, Sonic Adventure. I'm so happy. What a game. People just doing themselves a disservice. Some people just won't touch indie stuff. It's crazy. It's like they hurt them on a physical level. People have a, you know, and we live in the world where we do, where people judge each other over what fucking shoes you wear and stuff like that. But they do the same with indie games, which is so very stupid. But that's the world we live in. Like this game, even just by the price alone, they won't even look at it. They'll judge it on that. It's crazy. They're always saying like indie games, you know, 20, 30, or even some games, the AA games, being 50, you know, 50 euro. It's gonna kill me. Yes, it is. Yeah, so they see that with the 50 euro, and they're like, fuck that. There's something wrong with it at that price. That's the world we live in. No, but I bought. Oh, that's cool. Whoa! It's like a different frame rate for those objects. God, this game is so good. You're missing out if you're not playing this one. We have Path to the Goddess as well, which is kind of a tower defense game. Whee! The people going back to that. I was enjoying it. Something different. Nice. I think I would just rather focus on this one right now. Play it through. See how things go. Pretty much be now on August 20th. And it'll be like, yep. So I'd like to squeeze in a playthrough of Tomb Raider 2 as well. We'll see. I'm trying to find time for Dragon Age Inquisition. That's the third one. It's only 10 years old now. I haven't played through that game, even though I love that series. It fell off hard at 2, you know. And then by the time 3 was announced, I did want to get back into it. By the time it was announced, The Witcher 3 was also announced, so I was like, fuck out of here with that mess. You know? And if they didn't be so fucking greedy, there's something over there? There's just another way back up. They weren't so greedy and pushed for Dragon Age 2, which was full of like acid flip nonsense, bad story, horrible bugs. We shot out in like 9 months because Dragon Age Origins was like a runaway hit. I don't know how they didn't expect that, but the moment BioWare was owned by EA was their downfall. Ever since then, it's just been honestly just mistake after mistake, and so sad. Like, it's a mistake on EA's part. I'll give BioWare their chops because at least they're trying, you know. Anthem should have never been their type of game, but at least they tried. There was something there, you know. It had decent ideas, just not really the studio to execute something like that, you know. It's happening all over, like Crystal Dynamics making fucking Marvel Avengers. And you know, as I was saying, if there's a studio that can make multiple genres like that, you gotta hold on to them if they do it well, you know. But I would argue that these are not done well, so they should stick to what they know. Like Visceral made Dante's Inferno, a really great God of War like, so the hack and slash. Boom, there's one genre. And Dead Space, one of the best modern survival horror games series, you know. So they were fucked up. And then they made Battlefield Hardline, which I would argue was one of the more unique, well thought out battlefields, you know, besides the usual military goes brr, you know, which can only get you so far. Like, Bad Company was probably the height of that stuff. Even they don't fucking know that. You know, Battlefield 3 and 4 I still think were great. Battlefield 1 and 5, people got a lot of love for them. But they're just a mess, you know. Like, whether you like the Battle Royales or the multiplayer or whatever is fine, you know, that is the meat of it, but it needs to be a complete package. Like, all those old games were complete packages. Incredible storylines, multiplayer and co-op and everything, you know. Just wonderful. Oh, I got shot for shit. The spell we had in the last area was insane. It's just a normal little explosive spell, but it was doing like 100 plus damage. Insanely powerful. The laser's not bad though. Probably arguably has more DPS. It's a lot of your MP away though. Yeah, I prefer something like that. At least they tried. That's what Battlefield needs, and it doesn't realize it. Stop chasing COD and create new stories. Something like Spec Ops can come back after years and years to do one game, win a whole lot of awards, and then bounce again. It's mad. The problem with EA is they have too many shooters that they own, and they won't do anything with them. Fucking Medal of Honor and Titanfall and Battlefield, it just goes on and on. I don't know who owns Spec Ops at this point. Probably getting to the practice. How gorgeous this game. The Battlefield Hardline will remain underrated. Yeah, I don't understand why people said this one was bad. I know. They were coming off of like Battlefield 4, I think. What do you think of this world? Pyro, you're a avid Mario Galaxy fan. I'm trying to go a little Mario Galaxy with it here. Not this room specifically, but once you're back outside, it turns the camera and you're walking on a little globe. That's why it's called Glacier Galaxy. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I chatted to that girl, but she didn't want to open the locked chest for me. Sometimes you meet them, then you have to also hang out with them before you level them up. It's cleverly done. What's this now? Just climbing up. Kill. Yeah, it's got a nice mix as well. Like, you're never that stuck on a puzzle. And then you're never that long in combat. It's just constantly flowing really well. Once again, fucking indie devs doing it better than the AAAs. What we got going on here? That moves that. It's creating a little pathway forward. I'm getting laser in your face. Climb up here. Clever. You know what that reminds me of? Do you ever have that like kid's toy? It's like two conkers, two bits of plastic, and you smack them off each other. Oh, there's something on a timer. Oh, I see, so I'm gonna need the laser to stay there. Yas. Yas. A good looking game. Yeah, this one is kind of inspired by Mario Galaxy, just this one dungeon area. Let me see if I can get back outside. Yeah, it was just like an idea of cops and robbers. But it was kind of genius. Oh, hell no, it's fucking spiders. What are you playing now? You doing any DLC for Dark Souls 3? How'd you get on? Did you finish it off? You were on the Princes, but I'd say you finish off the last guy. Yeah, playing them backwards you might not feel as nostalgic with them, but the end boss of 3 is meant to be the main player character of 1, the Soul of Cinder. Cool. Yeah, maybe we'll go outside now in a second here. See your little Mario Galaxy. That was weird. I'm stuck on Nameless King. Ah, no worries. He is tough. That fucking dragon. You eventually, any boss with 2 phases, you're gonna have that issue where you start to get good at the first phase and then fail at the second one, and then vice versa. What the fuck? This is like a up and down puzzle. Yeah. Kira! That's my destination. that chest down through the floor? It's not. What do these do? I'll just take you down no matter what. I love these colors, man. You got the teal and that kind of, it's so retro sci-fi. I love it. Resident Sword Tree. We should hear more about Resident Evil 9 soon. I think we'll probably get 9 before we get the remakes of Code Veronica. Then what happens after that? Like, I don't see a Resident Evil 10. I think we'll go for some kind of a reboot. Who knows? 7 was already a reboot. Should have probably not even stuck with the number system. How the hell do we get out of this one? Oh wait, hold on. I didn't see that there. Whoa! So we're trying to get there. That's the ending of the puzzle. To get on that hoverboard. So, shake me down to the paradise. What's that one doing in the background? Okay, I have to come up here, do I? There must be another way to feed through. It's just for a test. No. Oh, won't you please take me home? Yeah. You get used to sitting on the snow mounts. It's not even what the game's about. And we got double lasers. Double lasers. What does this one do over here? Maybe that turns them all off. Nope. That would have been too easy. Am I still stuck up here? Oh. See. If I stand here. Ah, it was smart. Ooh, very smart. I want you please take me home. Found boss ready to go, but I refuse to do it right. I feel that in my bones, dude. I hate being beaten. You're not even beating me, it's just you keep using your dumb dragon stuff. He has a very delayed jump attack. Now all I'll say about that delayed jump attack is to wait till the sword moves, not him. They're going to use that in so many of their other games. Like, this is whenever I call out a certain boss, I'm like, oh, he's just this guy, he's that guy. I mean it, like I can feel it. That's not necessarily a knock against them. I mean, it is a reused thing going on, you know. It is what it is. I don't mind that. If it's a new game and someone has a slight attack that's similar to an old boss, so be it. But if it's carbon copy, like half of Elden Ring's bosses, that annoys the shit out of me. Give the player a chance to breathe before you hit them with another fucking samey bomb. Look at this stuff. How cool is this? I love it. It's maybe my favorite area, but I've said that for every new area I go in. Can you blame me? Some sick air, bruh. Let's see, is there anything underneath here? I know my video games. Anytime you jump over a hill or any of that stuff, secretly it's just to hide chest. Yeah, I think this week and the last week has been the first week in a while where I honestly don't know what to play. Hence why I keep doing things like Modern Warfare 3 campaign, Star Wars, Force Unleashed out of nowhere. You know, that kind of, it's that summer, we all get it. It's that summer feeling where you're like, I don't know if you want to game, you know. Shit, we used to game every night, hanging out with friends, and now I don't think we've gamed in nearly like 2 months. I suppose Fortnite's been pushed back, been part of that, but that's been a good thing. That's been healthy, just overall healthy for blood pressure and friendships and that. Because some people be taking it a bit fucking seriously. I'll rage and get heated about it, but I honestly don't care in the moment. I'd rather play with people who want to play than if you don't want to play. You know, that kind of way. Then I feel like you're forced. No one's having fun. Da 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 da. If they were allowed to use that sound effect, they would. God, they must have had such fun making this game. It's just pure joy. Oh, I'm sensing the end of the dungeon. Some of these dudes are creepy though. The hooded witches and stuff. What about you, but I'm about to piss my pants. Can I piss your pants instead? You hit me with that. Ow. I'll kick your ass. Don't do that again. Are you a teleporter too, huh? Is there anything you don't do? Get her! Wow, she is magic out for one too. I got magic too, bitch. What the hell are those on the ground? Little exploding footballs. Cool. New release game Atlas Fallen. Hell yeah, dude. People should play it, man. It's really fun. It's like a Devil May Cry or something. Or an old God of War. It's coming to the Game Pass too, with the new DLC. And it's not just normal DLC either. It's free. It's free DLC. But it's also restructuring the entire game, which I think is such a clever move. Because you know how the first hour of the game can be your most important. Because people be dropping shit these days like it's nothing. You get games on sale on subscription services. It's the first thing you think, you know. I'm not paying anything for this. So your motivation to play it comes exactly from the fun factor. If the game ain't fun, people like, here we go, watch Paradox. This is their little nod to the Mario Galaxy. Not bad, right? It's closer to that old Sonic thing. It's pretty cool. We were just down there fighting those enemies. Now we're here. It's a nice little nod to it. That's why it's called Glacial Galaxy. There's just one dungeon, like I said. Each of them have been different in their own way. Alright, so we got a new pair of pants. Let's put some new pair of pants on so I can do my new pants dance. We all do a new pants dance, right? You kind of stretch out the crotch a little bit. You break in with a fart or two. You gotta christen it, you know. All done. It's the end of the dungeon. They're not all gonna be boss ones. This one was just a feast for the eyes. I've noticed that each first dungeon in each area is kind of like, look what we can do kind of thing. I love it. It's fun factor meets kind of developer very confident in their ability to do something cool. And that's awesome. I love that. Let them cook. Let them cook. We get our stamp over here. And then the other one's how we leave. Get your stamp. Go get your stamp on. Nice. That was the one we were missing, see? I was doing it wrong. I was kind of doing some of the harder ones. Well done. Cool. Even 2D platformer, even Genesis. Oh, I didn't hear that one. I looked that one up. I continue playing all the Ratchet & Clank games. I only stopped for a bit because I hit all the one for on. Yeah, dude. Oh my god, for real. I'll have you know, I don't know if they were listening or not, but they found some coding in one of the updates for PlayStation for Secret Agent Clank. Remember me talking about that? Now, when it comes to the premium stuff, the only thing they've done worth a damn of good is actually bringing those PSP games over. So weird now, the trouble they've had with PS3, and now they're talking about emulating it. Like, you can do PS Now stuff, and I don't know what it's called anymore. Is it even PS Now? It's some other thing. It's pretty rough, but I mean, if you know a way of playing it, it's better than nothing. That's how I feel like people shit on the Silent Hill collection. I'm like, yeah, it is kind of crap and the fog and that shit, but if you know the way of playing them, like me trying to get those running on emulators is a disaster. It sucks is you suffer for years with emulators or something like that, you know. And then they go, brand new updates to PS2 or PS3 and this emulator or that emulator. It's like, oh fuck. I've been years of that. The problem, my issue with emulators is they're CPU bound a lot of the time, even making your render your GPU, but they're still CPU bound. So you do that and then try and do that on top of streaming. You have to have a pretty juicy rig, even for old PS2 games. Just depends, I suppose. It's not about how juicy it is, it's kind of the generation. Sometimes having a better rig does worse as well, because you get involved with fucking DX and that, you know, DX9 versus DX13. Here you go, so this is when you come back. Nice. This is Klaus, this guy's kind of helping her. She came here for a vacation. She's got a few demons of her own. So he might help you with the goo. Nice. So no voice acting, but it works out well because it's of the comic book art style, in my opinion. You don't always need voice acting. In fact, some things can be ruined if it's pretty bad or cringe. Turns out Bleak Fake was made by 3 guys. Nice, yeah, I wanted to play that. There's a lot that are like on Steam, or they come out in console and they have like the Sony tax on them, which is usually an extra tenner. And it puts me off. As I said, puts a bad taste in your mouth. I want to support as many devs as I can, but it doesn't help if you putting out an indie game for €40. I'm not saying you have to go to Game Pass and PS Plus, you don't. But you gotta understand that's your greatest enemy is yourself. It's not us. You are vying for our... What's this? Charm not to be... you can shrink them. Cool. How much does it cost? Oh, it says it there. It's like monster parts. I think. Don't we sell them to dudes? That's cool. So you can shrink the size of them. That is wicked cool. Oh, so I see now. You lower a tree. Okay. It costs 10, 4, 0, and 0. That's really good. Let's do that one. I like early battle stuff. Shabam. Oh, I thought that. Oh, that's right. Oh, you can only do it one at a time. Okay. I see. I see. It's really cool. This is stuff I'm talking about. There's shops and gifts. You can go buy gifts. As I said, there's a dog. There's a whole little story going on in Hinterberg. Pity you can't just skip the level. Just do it all in one go, but that's okay. Perfect dodge cooldown. Physical attack multiplier, 8%. Yeah, the percentage ones arguably would be better than just the normal stat boost. Like, I think physical stat boosts are just +4. Like, who cares, you know? You want to get rid of that one and put in things like that. Like 5%. At the start, at the early on, it's not going to feel any better. Trust me, as the later game goes on, it will be outrageous. So scandalous. The shrinking begins. Cool, I was wondering what you did with all that stuff. Thank you, scientist lady. Oh yeah, so let's see. Go back to Hinterwald and find your furry pal. I should do that, shouldn't I? That will skip a day too, though. I think you don't. The only time you get a choice where you're going is in the morning. This is technically the evening now. We're back. Now we can chat with these guys. So what you can do is you go in to your log over here, which is all your quests, obviously, right? Okay, what's this one? Reach 250 renown. My God. And then you go over to your stamp book, which is where the stamps are for each of the dungeons, you know. So our next dungeon would technically be the mine. No, we did that one. It would be Overgrown Cave in Hinterwald, and they already want me to go back there. Very clever. All right. And then finally, you have people. So these are everybody in the town. These are NPCs. Obviously, just people walking around you can have a chat to, but these are the NPCs that have stories. So you can see their name, then their relationship status to you, which is like met is not even, it's like level 0. Just had a chat with them. And then each of them usually have 3 levels or 2 levels. Alex over there, she's kind of one of the ones helping us. She's 4 levels. And then there's Mr. Paws. You get to name the dog, but it's only like a selection of 15 names. So it's okay. I wanted to call him, I can't remember what it was. Mr. Chicken something. Mr. Chicken or something. I don't know. Anyway, so we went for Mr. Paws. So look, yeah, help find a hidden dungeon, but then level 2 is higher value loot. So some of it's good, like you don't get to see all of it. You can obviously look it up online and you might be able to min-max who you pick. Sometimes they're at the campfire and I don't think it counts. I'm not too sure. It's like HP slot, MP slot increase. This other chick gives you full-on money. Look at that. 20,000 Hinterbucks. Hannah, she's kind of your sword enhancements girl and your magic girl, so it might be good to put something in there. Dodge stamina increase. Better prices selling items. Additional attack conduits. This one gives you a breakfast selection. What does that mean? Remove goo from weapons, you see? Goo. But then that doesn't mean... Oh, weapons and armor. Okay, good. There's Thea. I want her to unlock the chests. I think what you could do is you could do that technically later. And then go back and unlock the chest. But I think some of the chests are inside the dungeons. So there might be a replayability there. He gives you a combat counter. Don't know if that would help. Combat. You know what we'll do, right? We'll... Nice. They're kind of making us... Not making us, they're urging us. Let's go talk to Klaus. So that'll help with the weapon goo. He's down there, right? Then we'll go to Hinterwald and check in with the dog. That sound good? I don't think you can miss anything. Right? There doesn't seem to be a max amount of days or anything. I think some guy did it in 14 days, but in my opinion, that's kind of stupid. It's not. There's no speed running here. Chill the fuck out. See, everything that's going on here, you got like some of the locals who are not happy about the festival that's happening, even though the monsters are slowly killing people, probably. And then you've got like the idea of this guy coming in, but basically like a Walmart or a Target, and you know the usual small town trouble where you've got the giant conglomerate that's moving in, destroying the mom and pop shops. Nice. Now you have to go to Hinterwald, but he's right here. Look at him, Mr. Posh. That's his name. So when you hang out with them, they'll up your certain amount, like maybe familiarity or renown or whatever. It'll say it beside their name. So spending the evening with this chosen person only does it help. See, look, watch. It will certainly add to my relaxation, you see. So it's got a little bit of a balance going on. It's not that big a deal. But it's only one per day. Enjoy your sleigh. Ah, yes. All for one and full frontal is all Q4s out of 2. Yeah. I hate the fucking the name revisions as well. It's really shit. Because they always had little tongue-in-cheek jokes like that, but clearly they were too far or whatever. Let's do this. Let's get in talk to her too. But I think he's inside here of tourist information. Nice. Such a chill game. Beautiful fucking art style. Hello. Sounds like fucking Undertale. Hoping you'd stop by. Good to see you. How's adventuring? I hear you're doing well. Yeah. He's been our helper. If you're not busy, can I take you out for dinner? Nice to hear your perspective on some things. Oh my. Spend the evening with Klaus. Spend time. Give him a gift. I don't know what the gift actually does. Like, we know they have levels, but I don't know how close they are to leveling up. As far as I can tell, just spending the evening with them is the way to go. I think the gift, because I think you can actually date some of the people too, maybe even all the people, if you go that far, if you want to. It's not necessarily meant to be a dating sim or anything, but it does seem to be an achievement for some kind of relationship. So I'm thinking maybe your level of acquaintance versus your relationship are two different things. I don't know. You tell me. I'm enjoying the shite out of it. That's all that matters. Here we go. The local hotel. Klaus orders a vegan dish. Pwah! Host knows him well. He makes no effort to hide his disapproval. Nice. It's true. I didn't run an effort. Like, it's one thing that Gordon Ramsay never wants to admit, but every now and then he slips up and he mentions it. Because he goes, nothing worse than a vegetarian or a vegan coming into your restaurant. Like, you'll serve them, you've got food for them, it's fine. If it's a diet, the problem is, vegetarians and vegans, they all get a bad rap because of the dumbass shitheads that seem that they choose to do it. They don't care, you know. They just have to preach and tell everyone how they're a piece of shit for the way they eat, you know. Fuck that. I hate that. If you're a vegetarian or a vegan or whatever because you have dietary issues or health issues or whatever, more power to you. It's completely fine with me. If you're one of these preachy cunts like fucking Vegan Gains and all that psychos that have got like soy rot in the brain or something, then yeah, fuck you and the horse you rode in. You don't tell anybody what else to fucking do with their life, you bastards. I don't want to know about your stupid fucking diet. I don't give a shit. Big difference between like supporting fucking, you know, slaughterhouses and meat and all that, and just having the odd steak. Like, fuck off. Make it sound like you're committing genocide. Like, since time back at the fucking Stone Age, back in the Big Bang, we've had a food ladder always, you know. You wouldn't be on this earth, you wouldn't evolve if it wasn't for people eating whatever they could get their hands on, including meat and veg and whatever they could eat, you know. This is stupid. It's people that get, like, they're already broken in the head, and then they get obsessed with either fucking, you know, meat or veg. They can be on both sides. There can be some toxic meat people as well, where they're like, they have to have a cooler full of meat with them at all time, as if their liberties are being taken from them. It's like, what the hell are we doing here? I've never seen such a broken brain society in all my life. You have to be completely down to fuck with everything, obsessed with it, or you're not a real fan of this one object or this one person. Who fucking cares? Who cares? If people live their life. Social media was a mistake. It's always been a mistake. We're not meant to be glued in on each other's business all day, every day, 24/7. Screw that. Nice. This guy might be trying to hit on her. Watch out. Luisa, watch out. Peak season around here might have 2 dozen adventurers arriving every day. Yeah, it's all a big touristy thing, right? But in reality, there's earthquakes and bigger monsters showing up, so something bad is going, you know? It's like turning Buffy the Vampire Slayer into Disneyland. You're like, well, people are being slaughtered and blood sucked all over the place. I like that. It has that sense of people being unaware of their surroundings. Ignorance is bliss, even as the world crumbles around them. I love that music in the background. Probably a few flugelhorns and fucking accordions and oh, what else? What else is like an Austrian instrument, not weapon. Austrian instrument. Kind of thing. Definitely a lot of accordion style. Definitely a lot of horns as well. You know? Probably use some form of a Austrian French horn or something. I want one of those hurdy-gurdies. Maybe they come from Austria. That sounds kind of Austrian. Those are cool. It's basically a hand-cranked accordion, but it sounds like gothic, haunting, beautiful noise that comes out of it. Let's see. Keep people from littering. How are we going to get them to understand? Oh my, it's the most boring conversation. I have conversations like these with people, and it's very hard not to just fall asleep. They're basically like kind of older, and they go through like community phases to like wanting to be a part of that stuff. Like I think volunteering is so important, but those kind of people, that's not what's going on. It's another obsession. I call them busybodies. They can't stop getting in fucking just because they think that it might affect the town or whatever. And you go one step further, and it's like those HOA people. They're like busybodies for an entire housing estate. I hate those people. Yeah, like, I get it. If someone's not taking care of garbage or littering, then they'll be covered in shit. But some streets are already anyway. Really, it comes down to personal responsibility, and that's something that doesn't exist these days. The relationship is improved. You're now buddies. You can remove goo stains from weapons and armor. Goo. I got goo. It's multiplying. Giggity. Alright, let's remove the goo. It'll go straight to nighttime now. So now what I think I'll do is I'll actually rest this nighttime, because there was an achievement for not sleeping for 3 days. Now it doesn't have to be 3 days in a row, but I did it that way anyway. Nice. We got huge familiarity, a nice bit of renown, and no amusement or relaxation. We got a new skill, the hoverboard. Complete a dungeon. Kill the whole lot of people. I'm beat, I should go to bed. You should. You should. Let's do it. So if you... It's probably nearly better not to, because you can get an extra bit of amusement or familiarity. You can get that from the book. Alright. We usually start off with talking to Alex. Oh, this time it's Julian. So Julian owns that big Walmart, and he also owns the construction. He seems to be a local tycoon. He's a bit of a jackass, honestly. But we'll see. Let's go talk to him. Remember the construction site in Hinterberg? My guys are finally done. Built a new zip line so you can get right to the chasm. A new pathway, so that'll open the forest area. Anyway, enjoy your sleigh. Who the fuck just comes up and says that and walks away? Shitty bastard. No, we still can't go there. What's he talking about? Bruno Schiffen. No, we're gonna go back to... Was it Hinterwald? Shit, dude, I can't pick from here. Where was where the dog was? I think it was Hinterwald. We can go to Overgrown Cave. Yeah. Yeah, look at this, watch. It says... Unstarted, currently unreachable for the late ones. You see this? Boop, boop. But then there's one right in the middle. Ever-changing grove. You see that? And it says quest. I think that's the dog one. Because it makes it sound like he finds a secret one, but I think that's that one. Obviously can't do it now anyway. Let's head back over here. Doing one cave at a time is probably not the best. I'll never get it done. It's okay. You find a truly relaxing, fun game like this, you don't really want it to end, so you're going to take your sweet time, for better, for worse. Yeah, it's hard to know what game to start, because how long it's going to take. But if the rumors are right and Dragon Quest is coming out, Dragon Age is coming out in October, we have a Dragon Quest in November. And I'll just wait. Play it closer to release. Castle Ruins. Where's the doggy at then, huh? Mr. Doggy, Mr. Blobby, don't take my sunshine away. Smack-a-doo. Well, these guys, they buy the monster parts. As far as I can tell, it's the only use for monster parts. I think. Everything else. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. That stuff we were using to shrink, I think that was something else. Oh yeah, that reminds me now. I shrunk those. I should have room for lots more. Mr. Blobby, and we're gonna change the physical attack boost. Fuck out of here. And we're going to change that to be. Where was it? Oh, it's supposed to be smaller now because I shrunk it. I did shrunk it. This one. Physical attack multiplier. Sounds like the same, but it's not. It's not. Where? There's snot everywhere. Okay, now we can move these up here. Cheddar cheese. Okay, now what else can we do? Now we have 3 spaces to do whatever the flip we want. We can do potion restoring up. We can do AC recharge. Here comes the odd stepper. He'll love you like that. Nah, 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 nah. If I sing over the fart, no one will hear the fart. He'll love you like that. Alright, wherefore is thou, puppy? Does it say Hinterberg? It is. Find your furry pal there. Here come the odd stepper. This game is well made. It fucking is. It's really nice. What did you say you were going to do? Shit, I don't know. Bernie's playing all the games. Get it, Bernie. Oh, I accidentally pressed the wrong thing. I think I might have healed like 14 times by accident. That's okay though, right? Alright, let's see what... Oh, this is... We have the magic stuff for this one. Boom! Look at that! Did like fucking 400 damage. Where are you, Poochie? I don't know where you are. If you guys see a dog, let me know, okay? What do you think about the magic? Yeah, I like the whirlwind magic. But I'm here to find my dog. You have to find them some strawberries. I didn't even know the dogs like strawberries. Learn something new every day. You can see that each area has magic befitting it. This is you don't. I don't think you use the magic in other areas. In these areas. Bang. I would expect the dog to be well hidden somewhere. Oh shit, there's the locked chest again. Go away. Ah, Lord have mercy, I keep wasting this. I'm pressing the wrong button. I don't give a fuck. Come here, don't run away from me, you little shit. Got him dead. Look at this little guy. I am running away, not very successfully. Yes. Oh shit, here we go. These ones scare the crap out of me. These big-headed goat guys. They bury their head in the ground and come after you. It's like the goat thing from Drag Me to Hell. I don't want to be dragged to hell. You also make that weird demonic goat noise. No one needs to hear that. Where the pooch at? Where the poochie? The poochie. Yeah, this area I think is, in terms of art style, probably my favorite, but I mean I can't knock the hoverboard. I love when games put that in there. Any kind of traversal at all. Thank you. This is where we found the strawberries, so if you're missing the strawberries, they're down here random. Now they won't be here anymore because I have them already. that doesn't mean that our dog friend might not be over here. That's why I came over here. Hey, Mr. Doggy, come and sing my song. Oh, he's not over here. It would make sense for the dog to be where the strawberries were now, wouldn't it? There's a lot of games made by a few people, right? Oh yeah, Eden Genesis. I'll have a look at that one later. Platform game focused on fast-paced, child's quick reflexes, rich story, and cyberpunk world. Nice. And then Vulgar the Viking 2 is coming out, which is crazy. I remember that one came out. Here come the odd step. Find our pooch. May have a little thing for us, you know. I never been to Austria. I wonder if it's like this game. Probably not. You never know. There might be little nods. Alright. Where is the doggy? To Google. You know me, I don't waste time, so I'll find the doggy and find it. He's a lovely little Alsatian. That's another dog that gets a bad rap. Mainly used for like drug testing and shit like that. Shit like that. Ching ching ching. Hey doggy. Okay, cool. Oh dear. I'm getting old. There's no two ways around it. You need to discover some kind of de-aging. But not for your face. Oh hell no. What's this guy? Little Luke Goblin? Get out of here with that mess. It was, yeah, he dropped like a shit ton of Hinterbergs. Cool. Didn't mean to do that. I did not. Yeah, I'll tell you one thing, like as a streamer, the Xbox really does make life easy for you. I think PlayStation has been beat just a little bit on games. I sure would like some of those games, Sony. Any time today would be great. For fuck's sake, the whole year you've got Astrobot. What is it? What a disaster. God, if any other studio did that, be destroyed. I know you can say your Rise of the Romans and your Stellar Blades, they're all bought and paid for. They're not fucking first party at all. Think about first party. Look how far they've fallen. This is Sony during the PS1 and PS2 days. Oh my god. They put games out. They were rivaling Nintendo's output. No one rivals Nintendo's output these days, even with remasters and remakes. I just love all the weird Sony defenders, man. It's so funny. This one guy is just a bit of a douche. He goes to like Sony restaurants and gets Sony burgers and all that kind of stuff. He's one of them kind of dudes. He's broken brained. All the fucking, and it's actually quite smart when you find out that it's fitting that he's also a gym bro. I told you, you work out enough and you look after yourself. It's very good for your health. Too much of that, it kind of rewrites your brain chemistry. You know, I don't know if it's the creatine or if it's the influx of what. Maybe they're taking TRT, most of them are. But my god, are they broken brains. It's just insane. Everything has to be about the gym. Are you okay? Do you remember when you used to just live life and hang out? Now it's like gym. I don't know who Jim is, but you're planning on cheating on your wife. Jim. No, the dedication and stuff to the gym takes commendable, and then you find out that like you don't exist outside of the gym. But then you have the other side of the spectrum where lads can't stay out of the pub. So why can't we just do things in moderation? I'll tell you why. Human brain is highly manipulative. That's right. You get a chemical endorphin off something. The brain goes, I want more of that. Give me more of that. How can I get more of that? So you give it more of it, and before you know it, you're addicted. That's when your willpower comes in, but it seems to be less and less of that. Can we get like, there's a pill for losing weight, can we get a pill for Willpower. Willpower, the pill. Kill power. Love you like that, bird. I think it's down here somewhere. I'm just trying to see. Down here, our little doggy. So he won't show up here until you get in the strawberries and hang out with him a bit. But we did that last week. There's an animal in the game. I'm gonna go out my way to do the best I can to help those little buddies. See, look how beautiful this is. You could just stop anywhere. You wouldn't think it was gameplay. Yeah, I wonder, does it have an option to remove the HUD? Because if it doesn't, it needs one. Let your game shine. Difficulty. Screen shake, hatching. I don't know what that means. Disable player depth. Static picture frame overlay. Overlay for the game UI. That's nice. Some people, when the UI moves, it can make them a bit sick. I get it. Irish Ace sounds like a cool nickname. I never heard that. Ace up your sleeve. Ace. There he is. Oh, look at the little boy. How you doing? How you doing? Move. You go up and see me? Ah, you come up and see me, haven't you? Haven't you, darling? What a fucking Alsatian. Furry pal, all done. See, it wasn't one of those creeps in an adult diaper in a suit. It was just a nice furry dog. Poor bastards, like, we've had fur since the dawn of time. You fuckers come along and take the name furry. Whoa. Guess that's, wow. Thanks, buddy. So you're not meant to find that until you're combat level 5. Look at her eyes, that's funny. Like, whoa. That's a hell of a digging going on, dude. Thank you. Where's he going? Come back. New dungeon discovered. You've been discovered. What time is it now? Yeah. I'm just trying to see. Should I do another dungeon or not? I think we're good to go. Bam! No, we'll leave it there with you. You need to do one dungeon a day, you see. That's cool. And there's probably another one down there, look. Bam. What's this over here? What are you trying to tell me to come over here for? Is there another questicle? Return to the construction site. Enter the dungeon past the chasm. Yeah, that could be the one. Because the stamp book, the one he just did, Mushroom Isles, is yeah, like three or four ahead. Prison Keep Island. So he did this kind of spoiler. Really cleverly done. So that means Enchanting Grove was nothing got to do with the dog, so he was a little shaker boy. He had to get his trails. He was a cute little puppy. So he's probably an achievement for that, was there? Zabadee. No, I don't think so. Reemerge since the ARY26 after killing Teratomo. Back to work. Teratomo is no more. Cool. I will leave it there. I've been pretty good these last couple of weeks. You know, it sucks I can't finish the games quicker. I'm just getting off at a more reasonable time. Trust me, it's been a boon to my health. Like, staying on till midnight is all good and all, but you gotta wind down a bit. I'm not some fucking young pup anymore, you know. I can't be doing that. You know, if it was like a thing like if you were like Kai, you know, where that's all you do, like even though he's doing those 50-hour, and you can hear it affecting him. If anyone has pulled an all-nighter, you know when you get to that point where you feel hungover, your nose starts dripping, your eyes start leaking and stuff. I saw that happen to him. He did really good. He shouldn't have done Bloodborne so quick after Elden Ring, because clearly his body was not able for it, and he had stuff coming up, so he only had a lot of time for it. But good on him all the same, like, you know. And nothing but respect for that guy. He seems to have a good head on his shoulders. He's a bit wild, you know, but you can see like that he has a good head. Whenever it goes down to the real shit, like he's one of those characters where you can tell they don't really want to discuss the serious shit. It's meant to be escapism. I try and be like that too, but then I realized, like, I've been doing this for a few years, I realized that putting on that persona actually will burn you out, and more importantly, it'll fuck with your mental health, because you're creating this fake thing. You gotta be careful. So every now and then he does get serious, and then he'll learn, just like I did, after a few years, you'll learn that it's good to just be yourself, where you can balance the funny, goofy shit with the serious conversation, because it's necessary, you know, it's just part of life. So I will start cracking jokes, making fart noises, talking about the game, and then slide into a really fucking maybe charged conversation that you're not supposed to, or people don't talk about, or whatever, the shit that's left unsaid. And that stuff that goes unsaid ends up rearing its ugly head because you've allowed something to fester instead of just having a chat about it, you know? That's why I try not to. The only thing I ever shut down is like actual hate speech. People, anyone who, the only people who ever argue like, that's freedom of speech, you're attacking my freedom of speech, are the ones using it to spread hate. Always. Do you ever hear people are just having a conversation or a debate going like, no, you're attacking my freedom of speech? No. It's the same way as like, why would an innocent man run away from the police? But, I mean, it's a little bit different now. Death's Gardener, thank you for subscribing with Prime. I appreciate that. Subscribe for 5 months. God damn. Do I know who that is? Is that somebody else? That's somebody under a new name? If it is, awesome name, whoever you are. I hope you're doing well. You don't have to reveal yourself or anything like that, Joe, but that's cool. Death's Garden. That reminds me of that Dead by Daylight game. What was that one called? It wasn't Dead by Daylight, but it was the guys who made it. What the hell was it called? But anyway, yeah, so that's my thoughts on that. When I was starting doing YouTube and stuff, I was very insanely game focused, you know? But it kind of helped that when you're doing videos, all you can talk about is games and stuff. But sometimes it leads you into like a conversation about your past or something that reminds you of something else, you know what I mean? Then as streaming goes on, and I feel like it's more one-on-one, and in the moment, we've had some fucking fantastic conversation. Now sometimes it's just shooting the shit, and it can be like, oh, this is like pertinent to what's going on in my life right now, or whatever, you know? That's really cool. I love that. I love that we can do that, and know that I when I turn things off, the stream off, that tends to be where things end, you know? I don't like go out and start chatting about stuff and it's like, oh, this person said this, you know. It's not like that. So that's why if you ever see me, I forget to do something or forget to subscribe or whatever, it's because I purposely make a habit, and I really mean to kind of switch off. It allows your brain to recharge, because I notice, like, if I could understand if you were doing this as a job, but I'm not, you know. I could understand if you'd have to keep up like VODs and social media presence and raid and stream and raid and stream, you know, that kind of way. Like, I see that stuff, and that eats people up as well. Or they like raid and they're like, well, I gotta go, you know. It's like, ah, fuck. So you know my thoughts on raiding. As time has gone on, it's a great tool and it's a great useful thing, but I feel like it works better for the bigger channels. The smaller ones, it's like you're kind of knitting communities together, but then you end up where people fade off or fade away, and you're kind of left with the ones that are kind of, I hate to say it, but some people tend to use it to kind of filter more people into their streams. I don't like that. I've seen entire channels, friend groups, people just disappear because of that stuff. So I tend to just keep the social side of streaming to the wayside. Now, unfortunately, it ends up isolating you, but that's okay, because that's kind of who I am as a person, so I'm fine. It's okay. I don't need to join a stream team. I don't need to be a partner. I don't need to even go to a TwitchCon. I'd like to do it to get out of my system, same as an E3, but I don't know I'd even go to a TwitchCon as a streamer. I'd do it nearly as a, like, just oh, this is cool, you know? But yeah, everybody's different, I suppose. I just like doing my own thing, and I always have, and it's all cool. And I love you guys, and I appreciate you spending a bit of time, whether it's a couple of minutes or a couple of hours. That's huge, you know. That's more than anyone could ever ask for, because that's precious. It's fucking precious. You guys look after yourselves, alright? I'll talk to you all later. Have a good one. I'm getting all cheesy.